Hello, I do believe we are live and direct in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous Big Group. Hi, Liz Prince. Are you there?
Hi.
Hi. I hope that we are live, so I'm going to see if we get some feedback here in the comments. See if we have some divas who are with us. So let's see if we're getting any feedback. Ladies, if you can see us or hear us, please leave us some comments, please. We are both super excited to be here, right, Liz?
Yes,
Liz is
we
like
are.
to share about Liz's journey, to answer any
Excellent.
questions you might have, to inspire you guys to get started on your own journey, whether it's with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous or whatever program you choose. But just to get started and to do something, we look at Divalicious. Now, you know that's the kind of support we need right now, girl. It's to say that we look at Divalicious. Because I don't know about you, Liz. I'm nervous. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm nervous. But every time I do a live video, I'm nervous. But this was different because it's like we're doing this interview mode. So you guys, please bear with me as I work through my nerves and we work through this. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm not generally a nervous kind of person, but I just am. Hey, Wanda.
Mika.
Hey, Demetria.
Hello.
Oh, look at all the ladies. I'm so excited to see you guys. That really shows us that we're doing the right thing and we're sharing this testimony here in the group. And we're going to wait just a few minutes to be sure that we get the maximum number of divas that we can to join us. So, how are you doing, Miss Liz? You're looking all beautiful.
Thank you. I'm doing great, and I'm glad to be here, ready to share.
Oh, that's so awesome. Now, what's the weather like out there?
Oh, it's a little rainy right now. It's going to be raining for 3 days.
No. Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Wanda.
No rain. So I think you went to Bible study. Is that right tonight? Is that tonight?
Yes.
How did Bible study go?
It was good. Talking about friendships.
Hey.
About the friends that you need to have around you and the ones you need to let go.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. We all need to let go and purge of those bad friends.
Right.
And find good ones. So we definitely are a bunch of good friends here in this group. We've been very supportive of each other, and that I think has caused us to be super successful with our journeys, whether it be Liz or any of the wonderful ladies that you see posted in the group. Earlier today, I posted some of my Women Crush Wednesdays. Those divas have done a phenomenal job in just 21 days. And on yesterday, we were popping some fireworks, girls.
Okay.
We were losing weight from the 30-day challenge. But today, we want to focus on one of our favorite challengers, Liz Prince. She has done so much for her own self, but man, she's done even more for those around her. So it's 6:05. And we want to go ahead and get started. So ladies, we are going to move forward. And if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and just leave some questions in the comments. Liz and I will pause and answer as we go. And we'll start from there. So for those of you who are not familiar with me, I am Nicole Twyman. I'm the founding coach of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. And we started this group years ago. It's grown from 32 women all the way now to, I don't know, we're approaching 9,000 women, which is insane. You know, all we'll do when you do things in his name, right? So that's kind of where we are right now. We do have a challenge that is coming up starting August 1st. And so we're super excited about that. And, Liz, I would love for you to share a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Okay, well, I'm Liz Prince. I'm from University Park, Maryland. I live here with my husband and my 2 sons. I am at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, and I'm in data management. And I also go to Crossover Church in Hyattsville, Maryland.
Oh, okay. Great, great, great. So that's the church you attended tonight then for Bible study.
Yes.
So that's great. I do remember you and Coach Wanda doing a seminar. Was that at the same church?
Yes, same church.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So it's always good to be in the house. But then it's always good to be in the house and you're trying to be healthy and you're bringing those divas on from church. So praise God for that and for you and the desire to help in that way. So one of the questions I wanted to just start off with is just having you to share a little bit about, like, why did you even start this journey from 22 to 6?
Well, I was tired of being overweight. And sometimes you have that one thing that hits you, and the doctor told me I was borderline diabetic.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I'm not taking any shots. No meds. Let's cut this. So I said, okay, it's time for me to get serious.
Yeah.
So my journey started.
That's where your journey started. Well, so many of the divas that we've helped in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous has joined us because of a similar conversation, right, with their doctor. Like, hey, we're going to put you on high blood pressure meds, or hey, you're pre-diabetic, or you are diabetic, right? Yeah. And I just recently had a stroke and I'm only 45, and I need to reduce my sugar, and I've been on these meds for so long. Like, can you help me? So It doesn't surprise me that that's where your journey started, because that's where so many of us start our journey. Where we are forced to face the truth. So you were forced to face that truth.
Yes.
But what made you specifically choose Fit, Fine, and Fabulous at that point?
Well, actually, it was a funny thing. Wanda Howard, she had posted on her page a scale picture of how much weight she lost in a week. And I was like, whoa. I knew for sure that she wasn't doing any raps. I knew that. I knew she wasn't doing any of that stuff. It had to be something that was out of this world, and I had to be a part of it. So I contacted her, and she brought me right in. And I signed up right away.
That is so awesome. You know what? I am so grateful for Wanda, because I remember, and it's not just Wanda, there are other ladies who share their journeys, but do you know how hard it is to post your weight on Facebook? So kudos, you guys. Let's give it just a big shout out and hand clap of praise for Wanda for sharing her transparency, because it brought in Liz, and she has changed Liz's life just from posting a picture. So a lot of this is about just being selfless and just about being intimate and being trusting of the women who are around you, because we're totally here to support you, not to be judgmental in any way at all, but just for super uber support, right? So when you joined Fit, Fine, and Fabulous because of Wanda's wonderful picture, how did you join? Like, what was the first service that you partook in?
The challenge.
The 30-day
challenge, yes.
So what was it about the 30-day challenge that made the difference for you? Because if I understand it right, you had already started your journey and you were losing some weight, but you weren't losing it the way you really wanted to until you joined. So tell us more about how the 30-day challenge helped you really push to the next level.
Well, I thought that with the challenge that I was going to stay with you all for a little while from April till October to my birthday. And I was hoping I was going to lose like 10 pounds. And I knew already I was going to cheat. Okay.
Oh, no, you can't. Well, I'm just losing 10 from April to October for some 10. Girl, no. We lose that in 2 weeks or a week.
Exactly. And so to my surprise, when we did the pictures, that was the thing for me. When I took the before pictures and I did the meal plan and everything for it was 3 weeks that we were doing meal plans. The first week was orientation, right? So then those 3 weeks. And then by the third week, I had lost 11 pounds and 21 inches. And those pictures were the bomb diggity. I was sold. I was sold. I was eating good. I was happy. I was healthy. And it was so much food I was eating. I was getting tired of eating. That's how
Oh my God. I am loving what you're saying because so often women think that we are in these challenges starving and drinking shakes and green teas and all of that when we are actually eating so much food that a common complaint that we get is, now, how are we supposed to eat all this?
Right.
How are we supposed to get all this food? So let's help dispel some of those, I guess, myths about weight loss, right? One of them is I need to eat less to lose more, right? So tell us more about what you learned with regards to that.
Yeah, because I was eating just 3 meals a day. That's all I was eating before. And then with eating the 5 meals a day, I found that it was feeding my metabolism and it allowed me to just lose. And as I continued to lose, it just kept coming off and coming off, eating those 5 meals. And I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do this. And it kept showing and proving to me that if I continue to feed my system, that is going to help me lose the weight.
That's right. So, ladies, we want to share with you that it is not about starvation. We are not starving ourselves here. We eat all day, and some of us can't eat all the food that we prepare because it's a lot of food. But that is what your body requires, especially if you're eating the right combinations of food, and especially if you're working out. So if you're working out and you're working out really hard and aggressive, and you're not eating the right amount of food, that is worse than eating too much of the wrong food. So you want to be sure that you're eating more food and you're eating it at a time interval, right? So we eat every 2.5 to 3.5 hours, depending on your schedule, depending on your own level of hunger. So Liz did an amazing job with finding her own flow in terms of the meals that were provided to her. So kudos to you.
Yes.
Another quick question that I have is, had you tried like previous quick fix diets or tricks or anything like that? Can you talk a little bit about some of the things that you've tried before but it didn't work out?
Yeah, I tried the Master Cleanser. I tried Jenny Craig. I tried Nutrisystem. And with Jenny Craig, I did lose 30 pounds like in the 90s, but I just didn't. I got pregnant, got married, got pregnant. So that went down the drain. But they said you can still stay on it. I was like, no. And I went back to my old ways. So each time I tried those things, I went back to my old ways.
Oh, man. So what do you think it is about your journey with Fit Fine and Fabulous that had you kind of stick to it? Because meal prepping isn't easy, right? Like, I'm just going to be honest. Even though I've sped up my time, it doesn't take me nearly as long as it used to. But it still is something I have to schedule and make sure that I do. Because I know that if I don't prep, I'm over here eating everything under the sun that I'm not supposed to. So what is it about your journey with God that led you to kind of keep going? Because you have lost this weight over a certain period of time, right? So tell us more about how long it took and then why you were able to push past where normally some folks will quit too quick. Talk to us about that.
Well, what had me going was the actual food that I was eating. I really enjoyed the foods. When I first started out, it was taking me hours to meal prep. And I was get frustrated and I wanted to quit like 1,000 times over. I wanted to quit. But I kept persevering because I loved the results and I felt that I was getting healthy. And now it's like it only takes me a couple of hours or a few hours, but I do plan my weekends around meal prepping. And that's what I had to do. I had to take the initiative to plan. So if I have something to do on Saturday, I'm going to the grocery store on Friday. If I have something to do on Sunday, I'm going to prep some of my meals on Saturday.
Preacher! Look, I'm the deacon on the front row with the wet. Preacher! You better preach the word.
Yes.
So many of us, right? We run into the it's hard. It's hard to do because my kids want to eat something different. Or it's hard to do because I work on the weekends. Or it's hard to do because I work overnight. Or guess what, girl, it's going to be hard. Either way you go. It's going to be hard to walk around wearing a size 22. It's going to be hard to walk around out of breath. It's going to be hard to walk around with your stomach hanging like you don't want it to hang. It's going to be hard to look in the mirror and be unhappy with what you see. So don't wait for a doctor's diagnosis, right? If you're looking in the mirror right now, you're like, I don't like this, make a change. And to make that change, mostly it involves making a plan. I know about you, Liz. I'm so planned. I'm so detailed. I can't, right? I can't sit here and try and achieve a task without writing down what I need to do. And what makes that's kind of what we help with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. We share with you the meals you should eat. We share with you the grocery list you should have. We make it super easy, right? For ladies to you don't even have to think about it. All you have to do is show up and grocery shop and prep the meals. And then there are women all around you cheering you on, right? And so it's hard. It's absolutely hard to quit. Because we're supporting you so much. You become dependent upon the women who are around you. Women like you who are an inspiration even to me, right? And even women like Ivy and Diane and Dion, and I mean, I can name Nicole Mathis and Vince, and I mean, we could just name after name after name of all these wonderful divas who push past their problems and plan. I need to write that down. Push past the problems and go playing. How about that? Go playing, not just for work. We're so good at that, right? Because we want that promotion, or we want whatever we want, right? We will plan for that vacation, girl. We'll be like, we're going to Florida, and we talking months ahead. We're planning.
Right.
About this food. There's something about your health where there's like this gap as it relates to planning. Lord, we need to fill in that gap. And when we are weak, we need to ask for God's help. We need to seek the Lord, right? Like we seek him for everything else. He cares about our vessels and our health as well. And I am not supposed to be preaching. I'm supposed to be So back to the question. I love your answers. They're like inspiring me. I love your answers. So one of the other questions I have for you is, what is your biggest lesson that you've learned since being a diva and Fit, Fine, and Fabulous? Like, share with the ladies who may not know what we do. Like, what's your biggest lesson you've learned?
The lesson I've learned is, let me see, I wrote that down. The lesson I've learned was that I had to trust the process. Okay. So like you get away from, you get anxious, you know, you're like, oh, I want to lose weight now. I need it done by this. I need it done by that. I want to do this and do that. And so I had to put like Post-it notes around me.
Love it.
Saying, I'm a conqueror. I will not give up.
Amen.
I will stay on course. When I lose the weight, I will keep it off. Just motivating myself, self-motivation. So I've learned that, you know, the lesson was like, you got to trust it, Liz. You got to trust what you're doing is right and it's healthy for you. And you don't have to succumb to all of the other things that you want. You know, you can have a moment, but don't stay in that moment.
Stay in that moment.
Don't stay in that moment. You always say that. Oh, if you want a cookie, go get the cookie. Get it over with.
Yeah.
And don't stay stuck.
Don't stay stuck. Now that is an awesome lesson right there. Is not to stay stuck in that moment. Have the moment, get it over with, and just move on. Because it's really not the cookie that makes you fat. It's really not the fry, the small fry, the large fry even, that makes you fat. It's having that every dang on day is what makes you fat. It's your body's like, whatever you do the majority of the time, that is what I'm going to reflect. I know you guys seen the quote, right? Like, what you do in the dark will show up in your body during the day, right?
Yeah.
So how you treat your body the majority of the time, folks are going to see it. Whether it's How about washing your face at night? I used to have that issue where I did not want to wash my makeup off. I'd be like, I'm tired. I'll just do it in the morning. And I started getting blemishes all in my face and then mad like, I get this in my face. But your body won't get up and wash your face.
Right.
That's what happens when you don't do what you know you should be doing in terms of treating your body. So have that moment. Just don't do it every day, all day.
And then some people feel like if they take a moment and have this piece of cake, oh, I messed up. Now I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna have to start next week.
Oh.
No. And so that's what I stayed on, and I kept reminding myself, I can have this piece of cake, but then tomorrow, this is what I'm doing, X, Y, Z. If I had it that evening, or if I had it in the middle of the day, I could still eat my meal for dinner that I prepared, meal prep, and just keep going.
You over here I hope y'all are listening to Liz. Tap, tap, tap. She dropping some nuggets. She dropping some serious nuggets over here. This is so very true, ladies. We make mistakes, and then again, it's that same mantra. We live in those mistakes. Get over yourself. Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Because guess what? We know that when we fail, that's a part of success. This is what we teach in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. Failure is a part of your success. If I'm failing, I need to tweak something. I don't need to quit. If I'm failing, I need to change something. I don't freaking quit, right? I go ahead and I make that change, and then I keep plowing forward with the new plan. Problem is, and Liz, you said it earlier, is that we have these little agendas. I'm trying to get into this dress. I'm trying to get into this shirt. So with that mindset, when you make a mistake, you're thinking, I can't get my shirt. So forget it. I'm just going to eat whatever I want. Girl, it's not about that shirt.
Right.
It's about living. You could be dead from a stroke eating crazy like this. You could be dead from a heart attack, especially if you guys are like my age or older. We're in our 40s, we're in our 50s, right? And we're approaching that. We need to take better care of our bodies. So some of the key tips that we've talked about so far is self-motivation. Liz had some stickers all over her house. How about putting reminders on your phone if stickers don't work? Reminders pop up every day. Or how about partnering with a partner? In our challenges, we pair you with a partner for that specific reason, right? Another key topic we talked about was planning. If you're not planning, then you actually are planning. You're just planning to fail. That's what you're doing. And the last key point that we've talked about so far, in terms of being successful, if you're trying to do anything in life, this is not just food. Expect to fail, please. Because if you're expecting it and you know it's coming, then you can say, okay, this is a part of what I'm doing. I'm doing it right. Because if you're not failing, you're not trying. Because we're all imperfect. I'm imperfect. Liz is imperfect. Everybody on this chat is imperfect. So we will end up failing simply because we're not God, right? Yeah. We need Him. So we look to Him for the help that we need to succeed. So Liz, I want to shift it a little bit. So we've been talking about your journey and what you liked about the challenges. Why don't you say I want to marinate in that a little bit more? You like the challenges. Good. What was your favorite breakfast, your favorite lunch, and your favorite dinner from the challenge? Talk to us about that.
My favorite breakfast was the flourless pancakes.
Oh, I knew that. I know that.
I love pancakes.
I love pancake right now. Why did that work for you? Why did you like it so much? Why did that work for you?
Because I'm a pancake lover. I'm a breakfast type of person, and I love pancakes. I've always loved pancakes. Everybody loves to come over and eat my pancakes.
It's like
I could have pancakes. I was like on board.
That is such a blessing.
And it was good.
It was good. And
I've done so many things with those flourless pancakes.
Tell us about it. What have you done? Like, share.
I've added blueberries. I've added pecans. Bananas already in it. You know,
more.
All of that, vanilla, just all that.
You know what I like to add to mine? You're gonna think it's weird, but oatmeal.
Yeah,
I use some old oats, and I added it more of, it makes them a little bit more fluffy, also makes you a little bit more filling.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I also
So,
add almond milk just to smooth it out a little bit.
ooh, that sounds so good. Okay, so what about lunch? What was your favorite lunch?
Lunch is the stuffed tuna avocado. Tuna stuffed avocado. Put the tuna inside the
Yep.
avocado. Yes.
Yeah.
That
Oh
is
my gosh.
and easy and good and light. And the
Especially
white
when you
fish
get
taco.
a good avocado, right? When you get one of those really good meaty avocados.
Yes.
So
Yes.
good. Now,
So
what kind of tuna do you use when you're putting your tuna in your avocado? Do you use like the Star Kiss in a pack, or what tuna are you
Albacore.
using?
The
Oh, the
avocado,
avocado.
white.
Oh, okay.
solid white
Good.
water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So what was your favorite Fit, Fine, and Fabulous dinner?
The shrimp and pineapple shrimp. Well, it was pineapple chicken, but I put
Mhm.
shrimp in it and put it in the
No, no.
crock pot.
Are you talking about the crock pot recipe?
Yes.
Oh,
put
you made the shrimp. So
Yes.
you must add the shrimp way later in the process, because you
Right.
know shrimp cook so fast.
Exactly. I put it later in the process. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I love how you have made these recipes your own.
Yes.
And ladies, this is another tap, tap, tap. Y'all listening to Liz? Listening to Liz? Okay, what she is basically breaking down for us is that we gave her a freaking template, right? We gave her recipes.
Yes.
And what she did was like, I like this. If I don't love it, I'm about to love this because I'm about to tweak it so that I can enjoy it to its fullest. That's
Right.
another key, right, to lasting weight loss. You're eating food that, not that you feel forced, but that you actually love and enjoy. And I personally take my time and I try these recipes myself. And I'm like, if I like it, I hope they like it too. So these are tested recipes that most of all of the ladies in our neighborhood have already tried at this point. And the ones that we share are so yummy. People rave about them. They're not just, oh, that's okay. These are
Right.
good recipes, right? So, what about the snacks? What's your favorite snack?
Apple and nut butter. I didn't think I could have peanut butter ever again. And when I found out I could have some natural nut butter, I was like, yes, that is my favorite snack. Just
Isn't
as
that
simple
crazy?
as that.
It's so crazy. My son is such a picky eater. He just is, and I struggle with making him, eat right. But my boy had those snacks, and he was like, "This is really good." I'm like, it's something about like the nut butter by itself without the apple. It's not the best to me, but it is something about pairing it with a green Granny Smith or a red Honey Crisp apple.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that.
Yes,
You can't beat
yes.
that. It
You
is
know,
so
my
good.
husband's on board with it.
Oh, he is. He over there. Amen, brother. Amen. Now, speaking of your hubby, hey, hubby, was he helping you or supporting you? Has he lost any weight, or did he need to? How did he help you with your journey?
Well, my husband's, when I met him, he was 120 something pounds, and he's been 130 or 40 since we've been married, and it's been almost 25 years. Okay, so I'm the only one that's up and down in this family.
That's me too, though.
When
man.
I started, though, he was like, "Okay, are you going to be making me some meals separately from what you're doing?" And I said, "Yes, that's what I'll do." So that's probably too why it took me a little bit longer. I was making 2 meals, like
Yeah.
mine and his. And that's a lot that I found out in the group that a lot of women are having a struggle with because they're making meals for both. But as I continue to make the meals, and I would say, "Okay, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try that?" Now he's eating the food. So I'm meal prepping for him and myself the same food.
Girl, now how many of us who are listening to Liz talk have had their husband or their significant other, or maybe even their kids, stealing their food about that fridge? That's
Yeah.
not right. Now, just 2 weeks ago, you didn't want to have nothing to do with my meal prepping, and now you eat my food.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse, right? Because we want them to eat healthy too. We are not
Right.
just doing this for ourselves. We are actually being examples for our families. Because I don't know about you, Liz. I did not grow up eating healthy. I grew up eating spiced down chicken and gravy and all kinds of crazy dirty rice, jambalaya, gumbo. I mean, it was crazy. It's good food. But I never really learned how to eat healthy. So I literally had to teach myself how to eat healthy. And in those learnings, that's what I've been sharing in our 30-day challenge. I'm so grateful that you took the opportunity to join our 30-day challenge. I am so grateful that you didn't just join, because it hurts my heart, to be honest, when women join and they don't give it their all, because they're missing what could really transform their entire life. It's like, no, come on, make it a priority. You know, I want to just call them up on the phone. Hey, girl, no, have you meal prep? Did you even go to the grocery store? Come on, give it a try, right? Because it really does change your life. So many of us are like, I'm tired. I just don't have the time, or I just have no energy to meal prep. Guess what? When you drink your water and you are eating right, Liz, do you not have more energy from eating right and drinking your food? Like or drinking your water. When I end up eating horribly, I feel horrible. I knock out, especially after eating so clean for so long. When I do indulge in something heavy, it literally puts me to sleep, like almost instantly. My husband was like, it was like you passed out.
Yeah.
Your body really struggles with processing those foods once you've gone clean. So if you want more energy, you're going to have to put in the work up front to plan it. But over time, I promise, your skin responds, your hair responds, your nails respond, your energy responds. So all of those things start kicking in. You just have to kind of push through it. So some of the other things that I wanted to ask you about was drinking a gallon of water. Now, did you always drink a gallon of water a day?
No, at the beginning, I already was drinking 64 ounces. I could do that with no problem.
64?
Yeah, 64. I had no problem with that. I was always doing that. But when you said 128, I was like, oh no. Oh no. It took me about 2 to 3 months just to catch on. Yeah, months. 2 to 3 months for me to catch on to doing it consistently. Some days I was like, okay.
Tell us tips. How did you get the consistency? Because I know that there are divas who are watching this interview and they're like, I still don't get my 128. Y'all tripping. So, Liz, come on now, share with these ladies. How did you actually get into that rhythm, right? Because we love to say it's our red cup that makes us do it. That's what I believe. But for you, go ahead. Tell us how you got into that rhythm after
actually. That was one of the tools that helped me, because I knew that all I had to do was drink. Yes, I'm serious.
Oh, yes. That is so awesome.
Wanda got me one. She was like, "This is for you." And I was like, "Yep." And I was like, "Okay."
Girl, you heard me. Wanda is your girl. But I only introduce you to the group. She buying you stuff. She like, here, you need to do this.
He gave me that, and it really did. It really did help, knowing that all I had to do was 4 of those. When I had my little water bottle, 16, the Deer Park, just trying to guzzle that down, it was like I couldn't even keep count or keep up with it.
Right.
So when I had that helped me. Some people have the thing where they need to have fruit or something in their water. They can't drink it plain, but I haven't been that way. I'm okay with that. So that's my new drink, now. I don't even drink juice. I may have dabbled once in a while, but I don't even drink juice. I drink water.
I drink water most of the time too. It actually helps. And it doesn't just help with, just hydration, not having dry skin, not having cracking hair, not having cracked up nails. It helps with all of that. But it also helps with digestion. I have digestive issues. I can really tell when I'm not getting my water in. So some days I try to get even more than a gallon. Ladies, it really depends on your body. I know I have the most sluggish digestive system on the planet. So I
Right.
need all the water and all the spinach that I can get. So I try and consume that. Some ladies, you may only consume maybe 96, not the 122, right? So it's all about kind of learning your body, especially if you're working out super, super hard. You do
Right.
want to try and get 128 because you're losing. And if you out there drinking coffee, whether it's, no sugar, no dairy or whatever, it's still dehydrating you. So
Right.
you want to be sure that you're getting your water in because again, it helps with complexion, it helps with feeling energized, it helps with your digestive system. It does so much. The key thing it does for me though, Liz, I'm gonna just tell you this right here.
Mhm.
What it does for me is it helps me feel full. So
Right.
if I drink, I don't drink while I'm eating because
Yeah.
that causes
Right.
digestive issues for me. So
Mhm.
I drink, sometimes I try to get in a full 32 before some of my meals, not all of them because I couldn't do it for all of them, but I try to get in 16 or 32 and that gives me a full sensation. And then when I eat my meals, I'm really full. And I'm
Yeah.
full for, it's not like a fake full either, like I'm full for a good 3 hours. I'm
Right.
full, satisfied for a good 3 hours. So water helps with controlling your appetite because, honey, sometimes you think you're hungry and your butt is thirsty. It
Yeah,
really
and
feels.
And that's funny you say that because I know now if I get hungry outside of my meal, I'm like, okay, Liz, how much water have you had? And then I start thinking, okay, wait a minute, I have not had enough water. And then I just go start drinking and then I'm good.
Then we good. These are the kinds of conversations that we have in our challenges. We call them Education Nation, where we share with you all the tips and tricks that we've learned during our journeys ourselves. So for those, it's almost like I think of it as like a journey of sisterhood. You know how maybe I have gone before you. I think of it as like my sorority. My founding sorority sisters have gone before me, and they've shared some things in these books, and I'm reading these books based on what they've shared. That's kind of what we do. So there are all of us in these different stages of our journey. And we're just pouring down into the new ladies. And then the ladies who are even more advanced, we keep it going by sharing even more stuff. So we just try to keep the information flowing. And with this upcoming challenge, ladies, I have really added a whole bunch of new information. Like as it relates to, should I use glass containers or plastic? Should I use a wooden cut board or a plastic cutting board? What knives should I use to cut potatoes? Or what knives should I choose to cut the chicken? Should I use stainless steel or ceramic? Should I use paper containers? Or how do you cut julienne? Like, show it to me. All that is actually in our next challenge. So we're so excited to share with you like the next level of what we're doing. Not just here are the recipes, go do them, and we're going to cheer you on. But we're literally going to show you diagrams that show you here's how you properly cut your vegetables. Pull your fingers like this, right? Those types of tips are what's coming in our Back to Basics challenge. And that registration is actually open tonight or earlier today for the neighborhood, but tonight for the public. We'll be sharing that after the seminar. So we are at 6:40. We've been talking for 40 minutes, and I swear it feels like we've just been talking for 2 minutes. On and on. So let's pause for a second, and let's ask the ladies, do they have any questions about your journey that they want to ask? So ladies, if you have any questions for Liz, please share them in the comments, and we'll be answering them in just a couple of minutes. So as you think of some questions to ask Liz, I still have some questions to ask you.
Okay.
So after your 30-day challenge, so let's just try to go through this thing. So you joined your first 30 day and you lost all these crazy inches, which I remember, by the way. I still have your video usually, your first one.
Yeah.
You lost all these inches, and then what did you do? Like, how did you go from the challenge to just living life. Did you join the Diva Hood? Was there a Diva Hood at that time, or how did that? What happened?
Actually, there wasn't a Diva Hood at that time. There was another challenge right after that. So I went ahead and signed up for that.
Went right into that is so key, I think, because some ladies, you know, they get that sense of, oh, I'm doing well. I'm doing real well. So I can do this on my own. I don't need another challenge. And then next thing you know, for whatever reason, they're like, oh my God, what have I done? I need you guys. There is something about that sisterhood, right, Liz? Like, it's just something about having all these women in a group, eating the same food, sharing the same problem. And you know what's so key for me, and what is such a blessing, is that there is no judgment. Nobody is judging me, and because I'm dang on founding, I might say, hey, I had some chips last night. And nobody's judging me. They're like, girl, it's all right. Like Liz said earlier, have your moment and what? Move on and move on. So I think that's so key that you were able to go from one challenge to the next challenge. And then eventually you joined the Diva Hood. Tell us about your experience in the Diva Hood. And I know you referred a good 15, 20 women to the Diva Hood. Like, why did you do that? What was your experience with the Diva Hood where you thought, well, man, this is not just good for me, it's good for all of my church members and all my friends? Like, tell me about that.
Well, I thought that would get them to continue to come on, at least come on, if they didn't want to do the challenge. Because some people felt uncomfortable with taking their pictures. They didn't want to have pictures taken. So they said, I want, to do the meals. I want to lose weight. I want to, be a part, need accountability. And it added all of that without having to do the pictures. They didn't do the meals. And I told them, well, you make sure you take pictures for yourself. Make sure that you write down what you started out with and do your inches yourself and keep them. So then as you go along, you will be able to come back to that.
You'll be able to come back. I think that's really good feedback because we end up giving free templates anyway. So if you want to track the stats or track, your before pictures, we have templates for that.
Right.
You go grocery shopping, we got templates for that. Templates for everything. If you want to timeline your meals, you got templates for that. Yes. We are template people over here because we want to take the guesswork out and just make it as easy as we can for women to succeed. Now, I don't mean to step on anybody's toes, but I specifically have a heart for African American women, right? Because it's us who are underserved. And I love that we have non-African American women in our group. I'm so happy about that. I'm not saying we are not serving them at all, but my heart is truly to help other African American women achieve success, because it is us who are not working out because of our hair. It is us who are walking around with these, inner tubes around our bellies and thinking that that's just how it is in our mid-30s and 40s.
Yes.
But actually, it's not. Liz, how old are you, girl? Like, what? You got a birthday, like, later this year. Like, share with them about, if you don't mind, about your age, girl.
Yeah.
I think that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Impressive.
So, you'll be turning 50.
Yes.
This year.
Yes,
and
October.
So you did this in your late 40s.
Yes. So I was able to lose the 50 pounds from April to October. My birthday. I'm at the end of October. Mm-hmm.
So wait, hold on. Now, earlier in this interview, you said you was trying to lose 10 pounds.
Right.
And wait, so how many did you lose?
50.
50? Oh my God. Oh my God. Praise God for that. Because that is not easy. It's not easy, even with support and even with all the meals. It's just not easy. So you definitely have to have a strong sense of dedication in order to achieve that. And we just applaud you for not only doing that, but also like just sharing the story and your journey with other women. not just through this channel, but even before this, like inviting them to join Fit Fine and Fabulous, inviting them to join the Divahood, doing your part. Now, there was a point in time where Wanda asked you to be a coach, and you decided, and I think you were a coach for maybe 6-7 months or so of your journey. Can you share with us what made you say yes to be a coach?
Well, I had my own ministry, which was Spirit Field Fitness, and I was encouraging, but just by Facebook. And when she asked me to do this, I was like, yes, this is, I was going to ask Nicole, if I could join, if I could, encourage.
I didn't know you were already thinking about asking.
I was thinking about asking. And Wanda beat me to the punch and asked me, and I was like, yes. And it was right around, it was right there for me. And I was so excited to be able to help and encourage others. Because just like you, I want to help others get healthy. And we don't have to stay in that same boat. I've been trying to be on this mission for a minute here. And this opened up a great opportunity for me. And I really, really enjoyed it, encouraging and supporting. I was doing it before I even became the coach. And I guess that's what Wanda saw, that I was, because that's what we do. In Fine and Fabulous, all of us encourage one another, regardless if you're a coach or not.
Yeah, that's right. That's such a great point, that there are divas helping divas. That's our little mantra. Divas helping divas get fit. You don't have to be a coach to encourage. Anytime you see a sister who is vulnerable enough to share her story in our group, they might be like, I'm not feeling it, or I might be down. You will get like a good 50 women like, no, girl, you got this, you can handle it. It's just such a wonderful blessing. And we certainly saw the shining star in you as you were doing that, whether it was a good note or a encouraging note, or whether it was whatever, you were just there. And we are so grateful for you for that, Liz Prince. We thank you so very much for what you've done during the time that you were here. So I want to ask this. What's next for Liz Prince? Tell the ladies what you have going on right now.
Well, right now, I have started a summer program where it's Move with Liz. And if you're in the DMV area, we're walking on Thursdays and Saturdays.
Amen.
Yes. And then I'm also in taking group exercise courses, so I can be a group exercise instructor, so I can have aerobic classes.
That's so awesome. So what I love about our partnership, Liz, is that you're moving. You're getting people moving.
Yeah.
And we're over here getting people meal prepping. So you got to move and you got to meal prep. Okay.
Exactly.
You got moving with Liz and you got meal prepping with Fit Fine and Fabulous. And those two things together equal amazing body results. You do not need $130 shakes.
Right.
You do not need to drink your greens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't need to do it. You can. I'm not saying it's wrong, but you don't need to do that. You can eat a high protein, healthy carb, healthy fat, totally hydrated meal plan and be absolutely successful in your 40s, into your 50s, and Celestine can attack in your 60s, right? Yes. So we have, Diane Tony has lost weight this past challenge, and she is having treatments in the hospital every month. And she's having these infusions and sharing her pictures from those and talking about, I'm still getting hydrated. That is just such a wonderful, wonderful thing, that all it takes is dedication and consistency. I'm so proud of you for going from, man, I don't know what to do, to finding something that works for you.
Yes.
And not just keeping it to yourself. You know, that's one thing I don't like about some of the sisters, right? Not us. But some sisters, true. Now, you can't tell me you haven't encountered a sister where you say, girl, where you get that skirt from?
Right.
She won't even tell you where she gets the skirt from.
Yeah.
Or you might be like, well, where you get your hair done? And she won't. That's not the environment in which we live, right? we totally live in an environment where we are pushing and sharing and giving, and you are the epitome, the epitome of that. Not just from a Fit, Fine, and Fabulous perspective, but now from a Move with Liz perspective, and from a Spirit-Filled Fitness perspective. So can you share with the ladies if they wanted to learn, and I know like a lot of us are not in the DMV area, but if you are in the DMV area, Liz, can you share with them exactly where they can go and how they can follow your journey and your story so they can keep up with you?
Yes. On Facebook, my tag is at SFilled Fitness. On Instagram is at Spirit Filled Fitness, and Twitter is at Spirit Filled Fit. You can also email me at spiritfilledfit@gmail.com. And I have a website now, and it's lizprince.wixsite.com/spirit-filled-fitness.
Amen. Amen. I am so happy that we were able to sit down and just chit chat about your journey. I learned some things about your journey that I did not know before. And I am hoping that some of the ladies in our group have learned some new tips and tricks on how to be successful. I do want to share again that we do have a challenge coming up. It starts on August the 1st, and we are prepping our materials right now for an amazing challenge. It'll be all new recipes, ladies. We are providing brand new recipes, if you can believe it, because we've given out so many recipes. They're all new recipes. So if you've challenged with us in the past, don't think it's the same recipes it was just last month. It's not going to be. So we're new recipes, and then we're also doing a cool thing where we're going to be live in the group going over the meal plan. We did that last challenge, and it was so impactful. And we are also going to be reading a book called Failing Forward. It is by, oh my gosh, it's by my favorite author. His name is escaping me right now. Oh my goodness, what's his name? Well, anywho, it's Failing Forward, and I will post the link to it in the comments of the video here when we are done. And in addition to that, we will also be providing you guys with a guide on how to meal prep, so that how to cut and which boards to use and which cups to use. So we'll be using all of those items in our upcoming challenge. So, and in the in-between time, between now and the time the challenge starts, we will be supporting you, right? We'll be sharing with you recipes and things of that sort. So if you're interested in joining the challenge, please do. If you're interested in following Liz and her Move with Liz journey, please do. Liz, if you don't mind, when we are done, would you mind like sharing your links in the comments of the video for the divas who are watching, so that they can be sure to follow? And if you signed up to receive information about this informational, you'll also receive the information about the challenge and the information about the Move with Liz via email tonight. Liz, is there anything you would like to leave with these ladies? Maybe someone who's thinking about joining a challenge and like, that's a lot of money. Or maybe someone who's like, I don't know if I have the time. You know, is there something you want to leave, some departing words for them?
Yes. I wanted to say that just step out on faith and know that this is a great program. You will have everything that you need, all the tools that you'll need in this program, in this ministry. The food, the how to meal prep, how to meal plan, all of that. Sometimes we get discouraged with what's going on in our lives. But if you take a step forward, go right into it, don't give up, just don't give up. That's all I can say is don't give up, and you will see the results. And trust the process.
Trust the
Indeed.
process. You just
So do
spoke
you
a
still
whole
want
bunch
to answer
of
a couple of questions?
Oh yes, and you just spoke a whole bunch of shirts. Don't give up. Trust the process. We got some new shirts coming out from Liz.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and read through some of the questions. So looking through, do you see any, Liz, that you want to answer?
I know there was one that came across where they want to know how many times did I exercise. I only exercise 4 to 5 times a week for a minimum for about 30 minutes. That's all that I did. And when Nicole told me that I did not have to do that much exercise, because before I was trying to work out an hour and a half, and all she said, all I had to do was 30 minutes. And I was like, okay, cool, that works. And I was able to lose the weight. It was the food. Exercise is for toning. It's for health. It's for getting yourself together. People that have diseases. Exercising helps with all of that. Weightlifting, all of that. So, but the food is the key.
The food is the key, and I preach that. And people don't believe me at first, right? And I'm so happy that you trusted that information. It's more like what you were saying. Trust the process, and the process will work. Because sometimes you work out so hard that you're working out to a point where you can't eat enough food to sustain all the energy you're exerting. So food is actually helping you to live your life. And if a part of your life is working out aggressively, that's included in the expenditure of all your calories. And so if you're working out like super hard, you have to eat more food. And so if you're not eating enough food to sustain those kinds of workouts, you're not going to lose weight. You're just not. So let's see if we can find any more questions. I don't see any more. Do you see any, Liz? Oh, someone asked, Denise Oakley Washington asked, Liz, did you not eat after a certain time every night?
I didn't eat after 8 o'clock, no later than 8:30.
No later than 8:30. And what we preach in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous is don't eat any later than 2 hours before you go to bed. That includes drinking as well. So if you don't go to bed until midnight, I mean, you can honestly eat till 10, but I don't do it. But I say plan and space your meals based on your lifestyle. Some of us, work later in the day. Some of us work earlier in the day. Some of us work overnight. So it's not a particular time that 8:30 works for Liz, because that's her schedule. Really what you should consider is, when do I go to bed? I need to cut this mess off at least 2 hours before I go to bed. And so you'll find your own time is what it ends up being, So we give you the tools, and then like Liz did, you tweak it to meet your own needs, And these are things that we review in the challenge group. We miss you too, Sherelle, Patrice, Leonard. I see you, girl.
So she said she studied a lot or something? She was saying she just wrote a question about she studies. She said she studies.
I'm near the bottom, and I see someone named Marquise Pounds Wells, and she said, Liz looks absolutely amazing. Yes,
thank you.
Yes, she does. I may be scrolling to get to Sherelle. I haven't gotten there yet.
Wonderful, Alexis.
Her question?
Now, I was telling Alexis was saying that she's learning so much information, so I was like, wonderful.
Oh, okay, good. Great. So I'm scrolling. Do we have any more questions?
Well, if anything, I can still go on there, I guess, and answer the questions on the Facebook page.
Oh, yes. But let's answer, I see the question that you were referring to from Sherelle now. It says, I study a lot. Is there a way not to eat so much?
Way to not eat so much?
That was her question. And I can try and answer that. When you're studying or when you're stressed, sometimes, your body just kind of takes over and you're not even hungry, And that's more of a habit type thing than it is anything else. So it's all about breaking those habits, like standing up and saying, no, no more. I'm not doing that. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And you just have to be real forceful with yourself. You have to manhandle yourself a little bit. Sometimes when I get into a funk and I'm eating all the wrong things, I said, not today, Nicole. I started saying, y'all a girl, not today, it's today.
Right.
And you just got to do that for yourself sometimes, Sherelle. So in us, embedded in us, I've read that there are habits that happen even when we're not even thinking about it. It's how intelligent our brains are. It's how God made us, right?
Yeah.
And it helps in certain things, but in other things, not so much. So you just have to get in front of your habits and turn them into good habits. Because habits are good, right? But they can also be bad if they're serving the wrong thing. So
right.
I kind of think that it's a habit thing, that you're just in a habit of, when I'm studying, I got a book, and I got to eat. That's almost like when I have a hot dog, I need a Coke. It's just like a habit thing. You got to break the habit. And the way you break the habit is by, I speak to it, I talk to friends about it, I plan it. Like I know if at 7 o'clock I'm studying and I usually have chips, I get the chips all out and I only have fruit sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
I only have ice, flavored ice, or you just have to trick yourself. Or you set it alone on your phone. 7 o'clock I'm studying. Don't eat that crap.
Right.
It makes you tell you. It's just like little mind tricks, because it's all of the success about anything actually, but a lot about as it relates to weight loss is in the mind.
Yeah.
I love that book, The Battlefield of the Mind, because that's really what it is. And next month, again, we're reading Failing Forward. And thank you guys. I had a brain fart. It's by John Maxwell. I love John Maxwell. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name, so thank you guys for posting that. So, 703 Liz, you've done an entire hour of I think was a great interview. You were a great interviewee. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And thank you to all the women who took the time to sit and chat with us about Liz's journey. Let's celebrate Liz and all that she's done. And take a look at the comments as it relates to how to stay in contact with Liz. Thanks, Liz. Have a good night.
You do the same. Bye, everybody.
Bye, you guys.